What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another video. This video is going to be looking at how a team can change their structure moving through the thirds in their defensive phase with the purpose of keeping their principles and concepts that they're applying consistent throughout the match, and how a team's change in structure can actually help this. So here we have the first concept that we look to keep consistent in the defensive phase with this team in red is the numerical superiority among the central defenders against the opposing team's forward. Then we also have an emphasis on verticality. So here we are playing with a 4-2-4, giving greater access to the first line of build-up. And the key about the high block is when you win the ball, you have the shortest distance to goal among any third. So that sounds intuitive, but it's very important to acknowledge this when you're implementing a high block, because using verticality can then really help take advantage of the overstretched offensive structure among this half of the field. Verticality is simply using vertical actions to emphasize getting to the goal as quick as possible. So this structure, this 4-2-4 we have, emphasizes this by maintaining our narrow shape in the central three corridors, and with this line splitting down the middle of the field, it helps us give more accurate reference points to players' positioning in reference to the space and each other, so the connections will be more realistic and help us create a better example using this extra field division, cutting the central corridor in half. So in the midfield third, our structure doesn't change too much. We still have a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4 or a 4-2-2, with our wide midfielder dropping just a little bit deeper to maintain access to the fullbacks and connection to our central midfielders. We still go with our back four because we maintain the +1 superiority against the team in possession, and our shape starts to narrow a little bit, emphasizing still the verticality when the ball is won in the offensive transition phase. So we'll have 1v1 with the central defenders, theoretically with our two forwards, and by playing these four advanced players in the central corridor and playing them very narrow and tightly connected, it'll shorten the distance on the offensive actions. That'll lead to faster transitions and hopefully more direct play going forward to create chances. And in the midfield third, implementing the mid block, we have more space now to attack in behind the defenders. So less space between players to attack, but now more space in behind their offensive structure to then get in behind and go to goal. Finally, now we're implementing a change in structure, creating a +1 numerical superiority against two forwards now. So we play with a 5-2-3 or a 5-4-1 depending on the height of our wide midfielders and how attracted they are to the fullbacks, who are just slightly narrow here. And now the key for the low block is the amount of space in behind, but also how well the team implements their rest defense. So this is simply their players in possession that are pretty much there for circulation, and when they lose the ball, to cover the outlets so the team defending can't effectively offensive transition into an attacking phase. So the key here is the use of our three players in the front lines and our wing backs, who are not highlighted, to then offer space through vacant areas. So now more than ever in our low block, we'll be transitioning through the wide areas because of how vacated it is. Now the central three corridors, or in this case the central four corridors, will be heavily vacated with all 11 of our players, as well as most of the players on the offensive team. So what this will do is make it very congested, and having tight vertical actions on the top of our box isn't ideal. So having outlets through our wingbacks or through our wide midfielders will be hugely beneficial to more effectively transition offensively through the wide areas, but also performing actions in less dangerous positions in reference to our own goal. So that's going to be the analysis for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.